So in the last video we discussed about order of reaction, and we discussed what is order of reaction. It is sum of exponents of the concentration of the reactants expressed in the rate law. Say for example, if the rate law is expressed as rate is directly proportional to concentration of A raised to power x and B raised to power y, then the order of reaction will be x plus y, and this x plus y, or you can say order of reaction, can be determined only experimentally, not simply observing by the reaction. We cannot determine the order of reaction simply by looking at it, or it is not necessary that x and y will always be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient represented in a balanced chemical equation. Now we are starting with the next term, that is molecularity of the reaction. Molecularity of reaction. What is this molecularity of reaction? It is the number of reacting species which must collide simultaneously to give a product in a reaction. It is the number of reacting species. What does it mean? Number of reacting species. It may be atoms or ions or molecules, anything. It is the number of reacting species which must collide with each other simultaneously in order to give us the final product. So that is called as molecularity of a reaction. Like say for example, if we have a reaction that is decomposition of ammonium nitrite. Ammonium nitrite NH4NO2, when it gets decomposed, it will be forming N2 plus 2H2O. So here you can see that only one molecule is involved. That is why this is a unimolecular reaction, or you can say the molecularity of this reaction is 1. While if we take the another equation, here 2Hi gives H2 plus I2. So now here two molecules are colliding simultaneously. So this is what, this is an example of a bimolecular reaction. So it is a bimolecular reaction. The upper one was unimolecular reaction. So bimolecular means the molecularity of the reaction is 2, because two molecules are simultaneously reacting with each other to give the final product. Now if we take another reaction, say another example is, say if we have 2 FeCl3 plus SnCl2, it gives FeCl2 plus SnCl4. Now if we balance the reaction, it will become 2 here. So here you can see that 2 molecules of FeCl3 and 1 of SnCl2 are involved in the reaction, or are colliding with each other to give us the final product. So here the molecularity of the reaction becomes 2 plus 1. So it is a trimolecular reaction. Trimolecular reaction, and the molecularity of the reaction becomes 3. If the number of molecules involved are more than 3, then it is very less possibility is there for the reaction to get completed in one step. In such cases, it is supposed that the reaction is taking place in more than one step. Let us take one example. Say if we have a reaction that is 4HBr plus O2 gives 2H2O plus 2Br2. So if we see the reaction here, it appears that there are 5 molecules are involved simultaneously, but the reaction is not taking place in one step. It is taking place in more than one step. How the reaction is taking place? What is the mechanism of the reaction? It is HBr plus O2 gives HOOBr, first step. Then second step is HOOBr plus HBr react with each other to give HBrO, 2HBrO. Then HBr plus HBrO gives H2O plus Br2. To balance this HBrO, the intermediate, we are multiplying it by 2 here, and that is how the overall reaction will become. It will be 4HBr plus O2 gives 2H2O plus 2Br2. So that is how the reaction is taking place in more than one step. This is one intermediate, intermediate 1. This is another intermediate, intermediate 2. So that is how we are getting the intermediates here. Now how do we know that these are intermediates? Because these are not present in the final product. So they are just formed for some time and then they are converted to the final product. So that is why they are what? They are the intermediates, and the reactions which are taking place in single step, like if the reaction is like this, that is decomposition of ammonium nitride, the reaction is taking place in single step. Such type of reactions which take place in single step, which give us product directly without forming the intermediate, are called as elementary reactions. They are called as elementary reactions if the reaction take place in single step reaction, no intermediate formation. So if it is so, we say it as an elementary reaction. But if the reaction take place in more than one step and has intermediate also, then it is called as a complex reaction. So what is a complex reaction? Complex reaction is which is multi-step. Number one, we may say multi-step reaction, and it will be having intermediate also. There will be an intermediate always. Multi-step reaction. Multi-step reaction, and always there will be an intermediate. So this type of reaction is called as a complex reaction. Now in an elementary reaction, whatever the number of molecules are present in the balanced chemical equation, generally that is the molecularity of reaction. The way we did examples like decomposition of ammonium nitride, or you can say decomposition of hydrogen iodide, or you can say reaction of this. So all these are the reactions where there is no intermediate, it's an elementary reaction, and that is why the molecularity is same as it appears in the balanced chemical equation. But if the reaction is having molecularity more than 3, then we assume that more than 3 reactant molecules cannot take part in the reaction simultaneously. So we generally assume that the reaction is taking place in more than one steps, and so this type of reactions are called as complex reactions. So there the molecularity is not for the overall reaction, it is for each and every step. Like if we talk about the first step, here the molecularity is 2. If we talk about this step, then again the molecularity is 2. If we talk about this step, then again the molecularity is 2. So what I am trying to tell, that molecularity of a complex reaction is not only for a single, so not for the overall reaction, it is for each and every step. So that is how we can do molecularity. Now how to differentiate between molecularity and order of reaction? What is the difference? Molecularity and order. As we discussed here, molecularity can be determined simply by looking at the equation. We can tell it theoretically also, while this can be determined only experimentally. Can be determined only experimentally, there is no other way, right? Now the order of reaction can be 0 or fractional also, along with 1, 2, 3, right? It can be 0 or fractional also, while molecularity is not possible 0 or it is never ever fractional. So molecularity is always an integer. Then moving to the next, the other difference is order is applicable to elementary as well as complex reaction, to both the reactions, whereas molecularity is applicable only for the elementary reaction. Molecularity we talk about, like if there is a complex reaction, in that case overall molecularity of a complex reaction is nothing. So we consider each and every step as an elementary reaction, and that is how we take the molecularity of each step. So molecularity is applicable for the elementary reactions only, not for the complex reactions, while order is applicable for the complex as well as simple reactions or the elementary reactions. Now complex reaction, there the order is determined by the slowest step. Say for example, if we take one reaction, that is H2 plus I2 gives I minus, hydrogen peroxide is reacting with the iodide ion to give H2O plus IO minus. Now this IO minus further gets oxidized with H2O2 to give H2O plus I minus plus O2. So that is how the reaction is taking place. Now here the first step is considered as the rate determining step. So, first step is the rate determining step, and IO minus is the intermediate because it is not there in the final product. So, in such cases the order will be for the slowest step. So, order of reaction is for the slowest step, right, while molecularity of the slowest step is always same as the order of the overall reaction. So, that is how we can do the difference between molecularity and order of reaction. Basic difference is molecularity is having no meaning for the complex reactions, while order of reaction is applicable equally to both, whether it is complex or elementary. The other thing is molecularity can be determined theoretically also, while order can be determined only experimentally. Then one is that molecularity can never be 0 or fractional, while order of reaction can be 0 or fractional also. So, that is how we can differentiate between order of reaction and molecularity of reaction. We discussed about the elementary and complex reactions too. Thank you.